Samantha was the prettiest girl in school, a slim, brown-haired girl with huge grey eyes. Many boys admired her, but when even Adam began to look at her with amorous eyes, Samantha became enraged. She was irritated by the attention of this shy boy, who was a year younger than she was, and also fat and awkward. Adam lived with his grandmother. His mother had died long ago, and he didn't know his father. Samantha, on the other hand, was raised in a well-to-do family with both parents. After graduating from high school, the girl's family moved to another city, and soon Adam's life changed abruptly too. He suddenly got a father. The man accidentally found out that the woman he had once dated had died and had a son by him. He came to get him and persuaded Adam's grandmother to let her grandson go with him. So Adam moved in with his father in town and went to university. Then the father decided to help his son lose weight and suggested that he join a gym. Adam started to work out and in a year became a fit and slender young man. After graduation, Adam started working at his father's company as an assistant lawyer. Many girls would like to have a boyfriend like Adam, but he still remembered Samantha. The only girl he was friends with was his colleague Kate. She was beautiful, smart, and immersed in her work, just like Adam. Nevertheless, she had liked Adam very much, but he only saw her as a friend. One day, Adam and his friends were at a nightclub. Suddenly he saw a girl dancing. She seemed familiar to him. The girl was moving rhythmically to the music, her face hidden by her lush brown hair. Adam's heart raced. It was Samantha. She didn't recognize him at first, but when Adam introduced himself, she was greatly surprised and could hardly believe that she was standing in front of the same fat boy she had once rejected. After the club, they walked around the city at night, laughing and chatting. Samantha gradually learned everything she wanted to know about his job, his father, and his successful company, and she realized that such a wealthy young man should not be rejected. Adam was still in love with her, and she wasn't going to miss her chance. A week later, Adam introduced his sweetheart to his father. He praised his son's choice, saying that his girlfriend was beautiful and smart, but he advised him not to rush into the wedding. However, Adam did not listen to his father's advice. He was going to propose to Samantha because he had loved her since childhood and did not want to lose her. Soon he asked his father to hire his beloved in their company to have her by his side. The matter was quickly resolved. Samantha was offered a position in the advertising department. Kate's heart was broken. Only now she realized she had fallen seriously in love with Adam. Samantha, meanwhile, quickly settled into the office. The beautiful girl was executive and careful with her superiors, but she was arrogant with the other employees. Kate saw that Samantha was hypocritical and that she had something on her mind. She advised Adam to keep an eye on Samantha, but he only laughed, complaining that all women were too suspicious. After that conversation, he understood that he was more than just a friend to Kate. A few weeks later, Kate showed up at his office with a smartphone in her hands. She said she happened to see Samantha in a coffee shop with another man, and she snapped a picture so she wouldn't look like a gossip girl. Adam's beloved was sitting with some guy so close that it looked like a hug. The man's eyes darkened with anger. He downloaded the picture to his phone and sent it to a detective he knew to follow up with Samantha. A week later, the detective showed up with a report and said that Adam's suspicions were confirmed. Samantha had been cheating on him with a guy named Tom, and it had been a long-term relationship. Tom was renting an apartment on the outskirts of the city, and he was in constant need of money. Adam almost choked with indignation, but decided not to explain himself to Samantha just yet. A few days later, as if by chance, Samantha talked about the wedding, and Adam immediately offered to celebrate the engagement. All the family and friends, as well as work colleagues, attended the party. Samantha was charming and glowing with pleasure. Suddenly, Adam loudly announced that there would now be a surprise for his fiancée, and an oversized photo of Samantha and Tom kissing appeared in front of the audience. The girl went pale and couldn't utter a word out of shock. Adam said quietly that he hadn't expected her to be so mean. Samantha's face contorted with anger, and she declared that, to her, Tom was not a meanie, but a beloved man, and that in Adam she saw only a money bag. After that, she left, smiling contemptuously, and everyone present looked embarrassed. Adam apologized and said that he was going to make things right. The young man admitted that he had only now realized how blind he had been. He had been chasing phantom happiness from the past, but the real love had been there for him all along. He turned to Kate and proposed to her. Out of surprise, the girl couldn't utter a word. She only nodded shyly, and tears of happiness flowed from her eyes. Adam put the ring on her finger, and everyone around them applauded.